me so I can beat the respect into you.
Hey, guys, we're here at the Pink Square Circle. We'll talk about why Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley 3 is best for business, why Rhea versus Charlotte Flair is the better match compared to Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Let's get the lights as we come into the Pink Square Circle. We're going to discuss more about this possibility here of a best match scenario. Ripley versus Charlotte Flair 3 is best for business, guys. This is what we need. Now, I know many people are talking about this potential match. We gotta go over history of why this is good, because we did have Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley had a very good, intense promo on Monday Night Raw. So I thought that was good with these two. I think it'll be very, very good chemistry with these two. I think it'll work. I think it'll work because this is not a new rivalry. This is something that's been going on for quite some time. And I think it'll help both Charlotte and Rhea. It'll help both of them as a whole. And I think with that going on, it's going to make the feud much better, especially when you have past history going on with these feuds of sort. Now, if you guys remember of the past, speaking of which, we got to remember Rhea versus Charlotte, WrestleMania 36. Now, you remember this match here. This is when Rhea was the NXT Women's Champion. This is when she was this is the championship that Charlotte Flair did challenge for. She challenged for WrestleMania 36. She got Rhea Ripley with the leg lock. That was it. That was all she wrote. Charlotte won that match. And that's what Charlotte's referring to on Monday Night Raw. And I think this will be good because Rhea Ripley was still in NXT. She was coming to main roster at the time, and I thought it worked out very fine for that. I thought it was very good that she went against Charlotte Flair. You know, these two, they definitely did their thing. You know, Charlotte was able to gain the NXT Women's Championship for a second time, but Rhea Ripley, you knew who she was after that match. And they had a good rivalry going up to it. So I think this was good. I think it was very good. This was a baby face, as like I said, Charlotte said a baby. She was so young. I think Rhea was what? I want to say 24 at the time, I want to say 23, 24-ish. But this was back in 2020. So I think Rhea now is, I believe she's 28 now. So if it was 5 years ago, she probably was 23. But either or, this was a very good feud with these ladies. They definitely turned it up. Now, that was back in 2020. Now, if you guys remember, a few years later, WrestleMania 39, this is when Rhea is a part of Judgment Day now. She is a heel. She's with Dom. She's with Damian Priest, Finn Balor. She wins the Women's Royal Rumble that year. She won it. And she won it at number 1. This was I think she was the first woman to do that for the Women's Royal Rumble. So she definitely, did her thing. And it was a good win for her. She shined like no other. She was a very, very, very dominant heel in that particular match. I love the work Rhea put in. And this is where we really saw Rhea coming to her own. She really was coming to her own, and she wanted Charlotte again, and we understood why. Because she knew she had to she had a goal, and the goal was to win the Royal Rumble. She achieved that goal. And she like I said, she was a great. She's actually the last dominant heel to win the Women's Royal Rumble at number 1. Charlotte, yes, but she wasn't number one. That's what made Rhea Ripley's title, Royal Rumble win so special because she shut it down in 2023. She won that. Next thing you know, she won the Vince the loss from WrestleMania 36. When she lost like here, she won Charlotte for her title, then SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania 39. And that, like I said, and that match was the best, one of the best matches, not just of that WrestleMania night one, but also the whole WrestleMania. Because Rhea and Charlotte definitely tore the house down that night. They definitely did that. So it, like I said, this was a very good story, and I love that, because Rhea was not taking no L's in this match. She knew she was going to win. She was destined to win, and that's exactly what she did when she defeated Charlotte Flair. And when she did that, she defeated her, and she was able to gain the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now that was 2 years ago, and now we come here. Charlotte win the Royal Rumble this time. Rhea Ripley's a babyface. No Judgment Day on her own. Charlotte returned from injury. Cuts promo. And Rhea wants her. When Charlotte called her, "You still a kid?" Rhea said, "Pick her." She wants her to pick her. Like I said, we gotta remember this was a good story told at WrestleMania 39. You know, but now the tables have turned. Now we got Charlotte pretty much the heel. Rhea's the baby face, and she's a multi-women's champion. She's 28 now, so she's besides from the Charlotte Flairs and Becky's and Bailey's. You can say Rhea's right under those women. Now they could go tear the house down at WrestleMania 41. That's because Rhea wants Charlotte to pick her. They go down WrestleMania 41. They could do their thing there. Now I know everybody wants to talk about, let's get Tiffany versus Charlotte. That may have to wait to SummerSlam or at a later date. I'm not against that match. Tiffany said, we know that she likes Charlotte Flair. She looks up to Charlotte Flair. She's shown that her style similar to, and she said she was compared to Charlotte Flair. But I like the Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair much better because they already have a history. Rhea is established, and Rhea's at the top of the women's division. Charlotte says it all the time in promo. She wants to defeat the best. So, what other way to defeat the best than go against the woman who at the top of the division, who is the champion, and defeated you at the last time you guys faced off each other, which was WrestleMania 39, and beat you for that championship. We can run that back. So I think that'll be a good idea. Good chemistry there. And I think that'll be a great thing between these two because it's clearly not over between Charlotte and Rhea. They're going to have another match against one another. Now, it may not happen at WrestleMania 41 if they decide not to go that route, but it'll happen somewhere down the line. So I think they should run with that instead of Tiffany versus Charlotte. I think this is a much better match star making power because Rhea's a star in her own right. Charlotte Flair is definitely a star in her own right. Tiffany Stratton's not a star. Yeah, she's probably, but she don't have star power that Rhea has. Rhea's an established multi-time women's champion. Tiffany, you just won a title. They test you out. You just cash your contract. Like Charlotte said, you are, compared to Charlotte Rhea, you are kind of a baby. You're the baby.
Speak when I say you can speak.
Game. You're where Rhea was about 5 years ago. You're baby like here. Where Rhea was at right here losing, that's going to be Tiffany. Do not underestimate Charlotte Flair, despite what people say that she's overrated and she should. All right, that's all I have regarding why Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley 3 is best for business. Why Rhea versus Charlotte's the better match. Like I said, I like Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair, but I think that's a match you want to save for later on. We don't even know how Tiffany Stratton title run is going to go yet. She just won the title back in January on an episode of SmackDown. So we got to see how it's going to go. Rhea Ripley's more established. She's had a history of winning championships. And Charlotte wants to face her because she sees her as the top of the women's division and competition. Soon to videos pop up, guys. You guys let me know what you think when you click the links below. Until then, I'll see you guys later.